This was pretty cool. You get your first little avatar and all that, and those little blue things are what we'll be using to summon beasts later. Now, let's move on to what you guys really want to see, the action. That's right, guys. So here's a Titan attack. I'm using one of my brand new Titans I got, this big old...
Brilliant! I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
You're not the only one, Homer. Not at all. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Darth Shigong, G-O-T-D-S, gaming on the dark side. You know we got this, coming at you with another Clash of Beasts video. In this video, guys, I'm going to be covering some, some quick tips on getting started in the game, kind of clearing up some things that I found out as I've been kind of playing. So, hey, strap on in. Let's do this. Let's get this intro out the way. Clash of Beasts, gaming on the dark side, unofficial video. Alright, so this is my, second video on this game. The first one, I was just doing a quick intro. This one, though, I want to cover a couple things that I've kind of discovered in the game, hopefully to help out some people that are just jumping into it. This game is really new, and there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of things that, I'm figuring out as I'm going. So I'm just going to share my experiences. I can guarantee that I will have to go back and redo a lot of these things as I learn more. So if there's something I miss, or maybe something I'm misunderstanding or misstate, please guys do not hesitate to comment below. Let me know, clear it up for me, clear it up for my community that watches my videos. That way people can get into this game and really enjoy it. Now, where I'd like to start off with is, well, right from the very beginning, some of the first things you're going to want to kind of do and see and learn. So check this out. So first things first, this game is what's called a tower defense game. Now, you might be asking yourself, what the hell is a tower defense game? I was asking myself the same things. I've never played one before. So basically, guys, a tower defense game is a game where the goal is to defend a player's territories, right, or possessions by obstructing the enemy attackers or by stopping enemies from reaching the exits. This is now usually achieved by placing defensive structures on or along the path of attack. So basically, you're trying to make it hard for a guy to either get in or out of a certain area. In the case of this game, they're trying to get to your base. So as they're going towards your base with their beast, you want to have towers set up in different combinations to sit there and stifle them, kill their beast, time them out, whatever it's going to be. But that's kind of the name of the game on that. Conversely, you as the attacker are trying to get through those defenses, and that's where the strategy comes in, right? There's going to be strategy for attacking, just like there's going to be strategy for defending. So just keep that in mind, guys. While it is linear in the sense of how the gameplay goes on the attacking or defense, how that happens is really going to be dependent upon the beast you go in with and the kinds of defenses you're running into, and that's where the strategy comes into play. All right, so next what we're going to talk about is setting up your base. Got to get it ready to rock, that way you can get into the game. Now I'm going to say something right out the bat, guys. Don't be overly concerned when you're brand new with actually defending your base. It's just not going to happen, man. You can set up all the towers you want. The beasts coming at you in the very beginning of this game, dude, are going to decimate you pretty much no matter what. It's not until you start gaining some serious levels that you're able to get some better towers and start mixing things up. So don't be disturbed if your base is getting rammed hard non-stop when you start the game. Don't worry about that. Focus on attacking, focus on building, and do what you need to do. With that being said, let's take a look at your starter base and where I would recommend you kind of getting things going. Alright, so after you start the game, you go through the little starter quests and all that. You're going to have a little messed up base here without much going on. So you're going to want to get started right away. It's going to tell you, hey, here's this builder guy. Let's get started with some defenses. And like I said, defenses aren't going to be the big thing for you just yet. Instead, you should focus on unlocking things and expanding your base out. So case in point, I kind of froze the screen here for a second. This is a foundation that it's pointing towards right now. Every island has 4. Now when I say an island, like every time you open up a new section of your base, there will be like 4 little spots that you're able to put towers on. you're going to want to unlock them. Now, you can only unlock one at a time, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And obviously, the bigger your base gets, the longer it takes. Like, I've just unlocked one section of my base now, and whenever I go to do a foundation, it takes like 2 days at this point in time for me to, to clear it out. Now, you can speed that up with your speed ups, but, whatever, just have it kind of go on in the background, you're doing your thing. So, once you unlock the foundation, guys, the more foundations are unlocked, the more towers and things you're able to put down. So, let's look at our very first tower. Now, you won't have a lot to choose from. At first, you're only going to be, I think they give you like a single choice here, right? You got this, looks like a razor tower. There's like these little razor blades that comes out. So you place that razor tower, super cheap, takes only a couple seconds to complete, and you got your first tower. Now there's something I want you to notice here. Let's skip ahead a bit and get to where we're able to unlock our second tower. So just, fast forward. Now right here, you'll see that I have a second tower we can pick. It's this little cannon. Now, one thing I want you to notice is this little button I'm clicking here. It is the stored button. Now, in a future video, I'm going to go a little more depth in this, kind of showing how this button works. But right here, if you guys build a tower, later on, you'll be able to store extra towers away. So you don't you're not going to be able to put all of them on your island, obviously. And this is a great way, guys, if you want to level up your castle level quickly, because the only way you can level it up is by building stuff, is to use your stored feature. You'll be able to build multiple towers, the same kind of tower, put one out, build it up, and I would usually go to where it gets to maybe like an hour or something like that, and I would use my speed ups to build it up, to, get all that XP, right? So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, or whatever. Then I would store that one away and put on a fresh baby one that starts off at level 1 and do the same thing. And bam, 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 just keep raising that one up, then store that one, and then rinse and repeat until I had no more towers that I was able to basically build quickly for, like I said, about an hour, hour and a half. After that, it starts getting kind of expensive with the speed ups. But if you have a lot of speed ups, or maybe you went and bought a speed up pack, then you can kind of use that to kind of really catapult your castle to a higher level much more quickly, which unlocks a lot of other things for you later on in the game. So like I said, the only way you can build your level up of your castle, I should say, is by building. And that's a quick little tip, guys. So using that stored button will really help out. I'll have to do a video on that later, kind of showing how that works in a little more detail. Now, the next little thing I want to talk about for my brand new players is this, the trading post. You guys want to unlock this immediately, and then every single day for 7 days, you're going to want to log in. You get these free little gifts here, and on day 7, you're going to get a tier 2 beast. This guy over here, man. It helps out a lot, especially, guys, if, like I said, you're free to play, you're doing this, you can't pass up all the free gifts, and you get a tier 2 Titan, or actually, my bad, a tier 2 Beast. Sorry, I got Dawn of Titans in my mind, going into it. So make sure you guys unlock that trading post and then log in every single day for those free gifts and to unlock the Beast. Next small little thing I want to talk about here are affinities. Now, with your towers, you're able to give them an affinity, which is one of these 5 elements. You want to pick one of them, obviously, to start, and you're going to kind of mix and match or do what you want to do, because as you guys have these affinities on your island, that's going to help you in your defense against other beasts. Now, every beast has an element. If they attack an island that has that affinity on there, it will curse them, making it to where it's harder for them to regain their mana, or their be able to have their powers, and it also reduces their damage. So my recommendation when you guys very first start is probably do a fire affinity, that or the yellow affinity, because basically the first 2 Titans people are going to have is that Vorgor guy who's a flame dude, and that Talver one is like looks like an angel. Those ones there are the first 2 beasts that people kind of have. So if you just put that up on there, it kind of causes more of a hassle. However, like I said, at this stage in the game, dude, your defenses are like a cream puff to anything. I mean, you can walk in there and the beast basically sneezes on your land and they win. So, it's just one of those things you want to kind of keep in mind for the future. You're going to want to have an affinity base on your bases, kind of mix and match depending on who's attacking you, what's coming at you. And of course, that will have to be a separate video in the future as well when we're talking about defenses. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is attacking. So when it comes to attacking, guys, you'll come to this screen here. Now, what's pretty cool is you can actually look at the map of the land you're going to attack. It'll show you the towers, it'll show you any affinities they have on there, so you can plan on which one of your beasts or series of beasts you're going to want to attack with. Because see, if your first beast gets killed, your extra beasts can come in. And if you have teammates that join you in the game, they can also toss their beast in the mix and help you defeat the castle, which is pretty cool. So this is a pretty interesting feature. I like this. I like the idea of kind of knowing what I'm walking into, and I can formulate a strategy, especially if I'm fighting. I can imagine when I'm much higher level, it's going to require a lot more work to get into some of these bases and get through the defenses. Now, I'm going to attack here with my Vorgarth. He's my first Titan, my little flame guy that I got. So I'm going to send him in, and I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's not much to see. The base is pretty short. So I come in, and you can see this guy here has a certain kind of attack where you tap and kind of hold where he's going to fire. Now, different beasts attack in different ways. Some require you swiping the screen. Some require you literally tapping the screen. This guy, I kind of just point and hold my finger on the target, and he just keeps on blowing flames. So that's kind of easy. I like that kind. It all depends on your style and which beast you're using. So, I mean, hey, you see how quickly I went right through there, man? I mean, defense was nothing. It doesn't even count at this level. So that's why I said, don't get upset if your base is just getting totally destroyed and demolished left and right when you first start the game. Just keep on attacking, level your beasts, and then keep creating your castle, and over time you'll get stronger as we go. And that's just really quick on attack. Like I said, this is just a real fast video giving some hints and tips, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'll cover attacking more in the future. Just know that you're going to want a good roster of beasts in the background, so that way you're able to attack lands differently and finish them off if your beasts are getting killed. And that's a perfect segue into the last part that I want to kind of cover in this really quick video, talking about the beasts themselves. Now, when you first get in here, you're going to get your beast pretty easy and all. They pretty much, oh, here you go, just get a free beast. But as you want to get deeper into this, you're going to need to actually forge them. And a lot of people are asking me how to do this. It took me a while to learn how to kind of get it, but once you get it, it's pretty simple. Now, if you look at this screen here, you can notice that, first off, the two beasts I have up top, they're not leveled high enough for me to be able to basically unlock this guy. You need to level up your beasts, and certain combinations of beasts allow you to then forge a new beast. Now, on the very bottom, you can see there's these little forge stones. They look like little triangles with a little blue dot in the middle. You'll be collecting those pretty easily throughout the game. You're going to want to hold on to those for as long as you can and get as many as you can, because they're basically what I would consider like the gotcha part of this game, like just the pure luck, the gambling. So basically what you do is once you have a beast where you're able to, that little forge button goes from being grayed out to where it's actually able to use, you can forge with just 10 stones or as many as you want. So you can kind of just change it up and add as much as you want to go, depending on how much you want to kind of gamble at a time. Some people might just gamble a few, some people will gamble a lot. Now, as you gamble your little stones in there, you'll start unlocking portions of the shard you need. You'll see that some beasts require, 2 shards. Some will require 8 shards. They're basically, think of a fraction. It's 0/8 to begin with. And if you're lucky, you'll get a shard for that beast. And once you get, the same number, let's say 8/8, you can unlock it. Now, when you don't unlock a beast, you'll get this soul dust. It's like this little purple dust instead, and you can use that for research in the little research tower to develop more skills for your builders or for your beasts themselves and all that kind of stuff. So if you don't know how to get a beast, the place you want to go to is the forge inside your little thing there, and use your forge stones. Just know that it's not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed to unlock a beast every time you forge stones. It is a gamble. It's random, right? The RNG will be good for some and horrible for others. This last one I was trying to do, I had 3,000 of those little stones, and out of 3,000, I got three shards for the beast, right? I still have 5 more to go. So, it was pretty crazy, very disheartening, but it is what it is. Overall, you can get those stones from all your little daily quests and other little things. So you'll accumulate them pretty quickly. But my recommendation would be to kind of hold on to them till you get to the forging event. and then you can get more points. Now, you might be asking, what the heck is a forging event? Don't worry, I'll be going over the events in a future video as we're going, because right now we currently have a raid event going on. There's 3 events in the game so far, anyways, 3 event types. But like I say, I'll make a separate video for those as we get into it. Alright guys, so that is your little forging there. Now, if you have any questions on anything I covered here, or hey, if you're a veteran player and you've been playing for a bit, and all that, and you discovered some way to kind of, you know, hack, not, I shouldn't say hack, but to kind of speed up your gameplay by playing in the game the right way and all that, that I might have missed, please comment below. People will be watching this video, they're going to be looking at the comments, and any help we can do to help us all get the most out of this game is phenomenal. Like I said, I'm all in right now. I'm playing this, I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, really enjoying myself so far, and the community seems to be really cool. A lot of stuff going on. I want to get way more players in, because I'm not gonna lie, right now this raid event that we're doing, it's pretty lopsided. We have a very active clan, and everyone else within our little raiding like area that I think there's 10 teams, they all aren't, other than us. So it's not much of a challenge for us to be decimating them. So I'm hoping that we'll get more players in to make the game a little more competitive. That would be great. Alright guys, so that's it. If like I said, please comment below. Hopefully, if you're not subscribed yet, I hope that I've earned your subscription. You hit that subscribe button. If not, well, I'll keep on trying with more videos, guys. Alright, with that being said, this is your boy Darth Shigong. I'll catch you guys around soon, and as always, I hope to catch all of you gaming on the dark side.
Level 1.